always wanted a cowboy.
Me too.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's March 28th, 2015. We are 24 hours away from Wrestlemania 31. I'm your host, Flyin Ryan, alongside my tag team partner, Mike the Hammer. What's up, Mike?
With the Macho Man going into the Hall of Fame this weekend, there's only one glaring omission as I see it. When does Iron Mike Sharp get the call?
Welcome to the Wrestlinks review. We've got two very special guests tonight, including the Little Dynamite
What's up?
and the Smell from Hell, known as Stink.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Nothing.
Well, it's good that you're here then. We attended a live show since the last time we recorded. The Road to WrestleMania came through town in Minneapolis, and we attended. What'd you guys think of the show?
Target Center.
I liked it because Ms. Dow danced.
Ms. Dow Dance.
Ms.
He
Dow
did the
dance.
sprinkler.
Should we break down the card?
Yeah.
We got to talk too about Stink got to hold one of the real tag team title belts while we were at the event.
Stink with the tag title.
Yeah.
What'd you think of it?
It was heavy.
Yeah, was it heavy? A lot heavier than you thought it would be?
A bit.
Yeah. All right. You want to go through the card? We started off and we got Goldust versus Stardust opening the show.
Goldie versus Stardust.
What I thought would be a preview of a WrestleMania match, but apparently it's not going to be. Goldust won by pin. It was about a 10-minute match. The only thing really of note, there were a lot of Cody chants from the crowd.
Yep. That just keeps sneaking up on him every single time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he got a lot of that, and it obviously distressed him. Then we ripped into Adam Rose and his new tag team partner, Heath Slater, versus the Primetime Players.
The one-man band.
Yeah.
And Adam Rose.
And no Hornswoggle.
Did they say, millions of dollars, millions of dollars, millions of dollars,
Yep.
millions of dollars?
Yeah, they had their intro.
Yep.
I was really kind of shocked that it was with the proximity to St. Patrick's Day that we didn't get a Hornswoggle sighting. No Leprechaun or anything, but they did give Slater the mic before the match, and he went on and he ripped Darren Young about his injuries and how long he'd been out. And then he ripped on Titus, saying that he was the weak link that caused Slater Gator to fail.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
He actually got quite a bit of mic time. The match was about 15
Yeah.
minutes, and Titus ended up pinning Adam Rose to win it all. And there was, again, no bunny.
I like Titus. He's just a big, huge dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He should be winning more matches.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I should be winning more matches.
Rose had the Rosebuds with him, but at a house show, it's pretty pathetic. I think there were like 5 of them, and they looked like they were homeless people, not characters.
Yeah.
Then we had Axelmania come out, and he was touting how long he's been in the Royal Rumble and Axelmania running wild. He's a Minneapolis boy, and he wished his son happy birthday because he was in the crowd. One thing to note, his name is Brock.
Really?
Uh-huh. Named maybe after Brock Lesnar. But it was Axelmania running wild all over Adrian Neville, who I was not at all familiar with, but was actually pretty impressed. Neville won, and he's got an incredible finisher where he does this jump, flip, twist thing out of the corner.
Yeah.
So
That was pretty cool.
he polished off Axelmania. Then we had probably the match of the night, Zack Ryder versus Brad Maddox.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, Brad Maddox, I didn't know he was actually a wrestler.
Yeah.
My only exposure to him was as the Raw general manager
Yeah.
or SmackDown, whatever he was.
What was it like to see Brad Maddox in the ring?
Forgettable.
He was trying to give his shirt to somebody.
Yeah, and
His shirt was like he couldn't get his shirt off, so a referee had to help him.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But Ryder pinned Maddox. The crowd hated Maddox. They
Yeah.
didn't seem too excited for Zack Ryder either. Then we got the announcement about Connor making the Hall of Fame. They showed that video. I think they showed that on Raw as well. And then the big match before the intermission, we had the U.S. title triple threat match with Rusev without Lana, Ryback, and Swagger.
For the title.
For the title, yeah, they defended the title there. But Rusev got Swagger to submit it. It was about a 20-minute match. I don't remember what he did to Ryback, but he was incapacitated out of the ring, and Swagger submitted. Then we hit the intermission.
Yep.
And then we came back and had a Divas match that was voted on by the crowd. It was either going to be a singles match or a tag team match, and the crowd voted for tag team. So it was the Bellas versus Naomi and Paige.
We want tag teams.
Yeah. They went 10
We
minutes.
want tag teams. We want tag teams. We want tag teams. Yeah.
So we got a nice 10-minute tag team diva match with Paige pinning Nikki for the win. Then we rolled into probably the biggest pop of the night. Miz came out with Mizdow, and Mizdow got the huge pop versus one of the Usos. I don't remember which one it was. Interesting stuff from this match. The Miz really chewed out Mizdow. They gave him some mic time, and he was ripping him. At one point, Mizdow got up and had a chair and was considering hitting the Miz with the chair. You could see him debating whether or not to do it, and he backed off. There was a dance-off as part of this match, as I think the special guest mentioned earlier. The Miz did a whole bunch of dancing. But in the end, whichever Uso it was pinned... Jimmy pinned Mizdow. Oh, maybe it was a tag team match then.
No.
Jimmy was announced the winner.
Yep. So it was Mizdow caused some sort of distraction, and Miz got pinned. Then we had just one last match, the final match of the night, the main event of the evening, and it was Rollins and Bray Wyatt versus Cena and the Viper Randy Orton. With Cena.
I hear voices in my head. They talk to me. They understand. They talk to me.
That's exactly right. He got a pretty big pop too. Orton did. Cena got the mixed reaction. Rollins was all taped up. His ribs were all taped up for the match, like he was injured. So I think that was a carryover from the week before or something.
Yeah. So let's talk about the crowd.
Sparse. It wasn't sold out. The cheap they did not sell anything in the upper deck, but the cheap seats in the lower deck were fairly full. But then as you got closer to the center of the ring, there were more open seats. The floor was fairly full, but there were not that many people there.
You guys missed me at the show, didn't you?
Yep.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, we brought the 2-year-old, so we would much rather have had you.
How did he like it?
He was interested. I think he liked mainly the entrance music. He was a little scared when Cena came out of Cena. I think it's kind of like you take him to the mall and SpongeBob is there and he's scared of SpongeBob. So I think Cena's his equivalent of a live SpongeBob. But it was a good. I mean, it was a good card. It was $20 a seat, so it was tough to beat.
Good deal.
And the big news out of it was, of course, they announced the next time they're coming to town, and this time it is August. I think it's like the 16th,
17th,
August 17th for a Raw. And in case you don't know, the following Sunday is SummerSlam. So we get the Raw before SummerSlam.
which means everyone's going to be there. That's going to be at SummerSlam.
Excellent.
And we ordered tickets that night because we had the code, the pre-sale code, which is WWE PRE, P-R-E. We've got floor seats.
Floor seats?
Yeah, we're on the floor. We're right behind the announcers. We're about 9 rows back on the aisle behind the announcers.
How many seats do you have? 4?
5.
Right behind Booker T.
So, yeah, we'll be behind Booker. I think we'll be over JBL's shoulder. So maybe we can run down there and get our picture taken with JBL. So that should be awesome. I'm looking forward to that.
We got to stay till the end and then get the picture.
So overall, it was a good show.
Yep.
Yeah, it was entertaining. They come out with a much smaller ring setup, though.
Yeah.
The ramp is really just a tiny little ramp. They don't do all the pyro. They have the music and stuff, but it's a stripped-down show for sure.
Interesting. Well, next up, we have a WCW Nitro Rewind.
Nitro Rewind, huh?
That's right. We always return to the past and look at the roots of wrestling, and that includes the WCW Monday Nitro Saga. One of the matches I want to bring up, which is a really good match, every wrestling fan should see this match. It is for the WCW Championship in Nitro 1999 versus, Sting versus DDP. Bang! For the title.
Was this the Crow version of Sting or the Scorpion face paint, like hyper color Sting?
This was the black and white Sting.
Okay.
This is definitely a great match that everyone should see.
Available on the network, I'm assuming.
Also, rewind even further to 1990 at Capital Combat, an event from the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA, held under the World Championship Wrestling name on May 19th in Washington, D.C. RoboCop.
Versus
RoboCop came to help Sting in the main event against the Four Horsemen.
So it was the Four Horsemen versus RoboCop and Sting.
He actually came out after the match. It was a promotion for the upcoming RoboCop 2 film.
Oh, man.
And the video is available at Wrestlinks.com. You can get a check that out and see the history. And do also check out the match between DDP and Sting for the WCW World Title.
Bang!
Hey, that would, I don't know, didn't they just had a RoboCop movie. I wonder why we don't get that kind of cross-promotion anymore. Although I suppose we just had Snoop Dogg on Raw, so.
It was a horrible failure.
Well, yeah.
Snoop Dogg.
Snoop Dogg wasn't a horrible failure. He was out there. We'll get to that, though, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right. What was it? Capital Combat?
Capital Combat,
Okay.
1990.
I'm going to put that on my list of stuff to watch.
Bang!
Featured the Road Warriors.
Ooh.
Now you've got me interested.
Yep.
Yep.
The Midnight Express.
Not a big fan.
Don't know who they
The
are.
Rock and Roll Express.
Also not a big fan.
Doom.
What's Doom?
What's Doom?
Ron Simmons and Butch Reed.
The
They were
Natural
tag
Butch Reed?
team.
The Nat.
The Steiner Brothers.
Hmm?
And Lex Luger.
Speaking of the Steiners, I like that video you put up this week of the Big Papa Pump drive-through pranks.
Yeah, check that out. That's hilarious.
Do you know who that guy is?
I do not. He has a funny channel. He created Stone Cold E.T.
I haven't seen that.
That's a must-see.
Okay.
Stone Cold E.T.
I love when he's trying to order the genetically modified burgers, and the people in the drive-thru are like, "Hey, could you just come up to the window? We can't understand you."
Yeah, that's great.
So do you? Since our last show, have you checked out Supercard?
Yes, Supercard. So I downloaded the game, gave it a shot. I wasn't impressed.
You're not impressed.
You're
No, I
not?
didn't like it.
Well, you
It's
didn't
very lame and boring. It's you're just waiting for screen.
You can.
Then two cards come together, and then you lose.
You gotta power up your cards.
Yeah,
and
you
then
gotta
don't lose.
train your cards. You press train and
So-
give them other cards.
Here's my issue. Once I got it on my phone, they kept texting me to keep playing the darn
I
game.
don't know.
I don't like that.
I don't like that
I
either.
had to get rid of it.
You can turn that option off because I've got it, so it doesn't notify me at all.
I can't. I also tried WWE Immortals.
Oh, Yep,
You
that's
should
fun.
give that a try.
That's fun.
I didn't like the gameplay, but it looks cool, and it's a cool little fighting game.
Yeah.
I don't like the swiping action. I need an actual controller in my
Yeah.
hands to play a video game.
Mm-hmm.
I did find a game that you should check out, and it's called Wrestling Revolution.
This is an iPhone game.
This is an iPhone game in the Apple Store.
Is it WWE or is it just generic wrestling?
Someone made it in. It's not American. It looks like Japan, Britain.
What's it called?
Wrestlinks or Wrestling Revolution.
Okay.
Cheap plug for the site there, wrestlinks.com.
I have to tell you one more thing though. Supercard, if you just tap the screen, it speeds through those screens so you don't have to
Yes.
sit and wait as long. So
Yes.
I encourage you to give it another try. Power up some of
Yeah.
your cards and see if you
Yeah.
get into it.
Yeah.
They just added a new class of cards this week. It used to
Yeah.
top out at Survivor. Now they have a Wrestlemania class of card, which is even higher.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you want to hear the full review of Supercard, you can listen to the last episode of our show.
Yep.
I still think you should try it out.
Yeah.
Supercard's great.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk Hall of Fame since we're rolling into Hall of Fame in a few hours here tonight?
Tonight is the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2015.
Who do you think they open with? Who's the first person to get inducted? Obviously, we know the Macho Man's going last.
Yeah.
The female.
You think she'll go first?
Who is it?
Yeah. Didn't Lita go first last year?
I think she was second. I think they always go with the guy, then they bring out the diva. Alundra Blaze is the woman.
Alundra Blaze.
I don't know anything about her other than her name.
I don't either.
So I'm guessing she goes second. I bet you first will be maybe
Who was first last year?
I don't remember.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I think they'll save him towards the end just because he's such a big celebrity.
I'm looking forward to the living legend, Larry Zbyszko.
That'll be good. Zbyszko.
Pats himself. That's a different guy. Who's the guy that pats himself on the back?
I don't know. An old-time wrestler?
Yeah, he was a jobber.
Barry Horowitz?
That sounds right.
Who I think Barry Horowitz, didn't he become the Brooklyn Brawler at some point?
I don't think that. I think those are two different people.
Oh, really? I'm going to have to check now. Let me see.
Barry Horowitz, that was the guy.
Yeah.
He pat himself on the back.
I was a big Barry Horowitz fan. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Him and Iron Mike Sharp should go in the same year.
We've got Big Daddy Cool Diesel going into the Hall of Fame.
You're excited about that, aren't you?
I'm not a big Diesel guy.
Aren't you? I thought you were from the your NWA
NWA.
love.
I'm not a real big Kevin Nash fan. I like him in the NWO, but
Yeah.
to an extent, I prefer Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Well, yeah. Is there any chance Hogan goes in as, is Hulk Hogan? Does he get in separately as Hollywood Hogan? Or does his Hall of Fame induction cover all his different incarnations?
No, because Ric Flair got.
Well, he got in as
twice.
Flair, but he got in as the Horseman. I don't think. Well, maybe if they put the NWO in at some point, Hogan goes in as part of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe they will be inducted ultimately.
Does Rikishi tonight? Does he show his butt at any point? Does he have that diaper on?
That's right. Rikishi will be inducted.
He could start the show.
That's a good one. Yes.
He could definitely start it off. I'm assuming.
Starts with the Rikishi.
Yeah, and then probably the Bushwhackers, then Alundra. I don't know
Looking
anything
Butch.
about Tatsumi Fujinami. He could be early in the show too.
Yeah, I don't know anything about that guy.
And we know Hogan's inducting Macho Man, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
Said that on the screen of the TV when we were watching Raw.
It will be an emotional night for the former Mega Power member and founder, Hulk Hogan.
That'll be good. Rikishi, is it the Usos? Are they going to be inducting him?
Ooh, so New Day.
New Day.
They both are the same
Pretty much.
in a different way.
Will anyone get
Oh
a
my
stink
God.
face?
I think there's a lot of controversy about the stink face. I don't think we'll see that at the Hall of Fame.
Okay, no stink face. Will the Bushwhackers lick anyone?
I hope so.
Oh, Alundra Blaze, on the thing here, it says that she was Medusa.
Here's the big question. How many teeth do the Bushwhackers have left?
4 between the two of them. One's got 3 and one's got 1. So, no, okay, so I guess I do know Alundra Blaze then if it says she was Medusa.
Yeah, I've seen very little.
She was Medusa. I remember her.
Yeah, I don't recall very many Medusa matches.
So I wonder, Alundra must be her real name.
Huh.
I do remember Medusa. She was, I think she was one of the first almost kind of divas. She was like a, I don't know. You look at Moolah and some of them; they weren't very feminine lady
Right.
wrestlers, and I think Medusa was one of the first big ones.
Sure.
She kind of almost crossed over because I think you used to have the more feminine women as the valet or the manager, and I think Medusa was the first attractive-looking wrestler.
Right.
Why is Schwarzenegger going in?
Just because he's honored.
Yeah, that's good enough, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't understand why they have the celebrity wing. It never makes sense.
Well, and they always try to do somebody like
Yeah.
local, right? So Schwarzenegger is he's in Northern California now because, he had been because he was governor. And I suppose he's got the Terminator movie coming up this summer, so he's probably trying to promote that
That's
a little
right.
bit.
That's right. The rumor is that Triple H will have some type of Terminator theme at WrestleMania. We'll get into that later.
And then Savage is getting inducted by Hogan, but I think his brother Lanny is accepting for him.
Lanny should be able to speak.
Yeah.
I want to hear the genius on the mic once again.
Yeah.
Genius.
I think I sort of missed Sandow going through his. He kind of had a genius phase, right? Before he started doing the characters, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Coming off as a smart guy.
Yes. Yep. A rich guy. Yeah.
I like the genius. The genius was good. He had the was it when he was the genius that he was doing the poetry, or was that before that?
That was when he was a genius. Like, he looked like he was graduating from college,
Yeah.
reading poems.
Yeah.
I still have
that
to
was
find
so funny.
somewhere in one of my boxes. I have my autographed Leapin' Lenny Poffo frisbee that I sent away by mail order.
Nice.
I'll have to pull that out. The Bushwhackers, I don't know who's inducting them. Are they just going to induct each other?
I have no idea.
We'll have to see.
Yep.
All right, so that's Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I'm probably not gonna watch the Hall of Fame.
I have to see the Macho
I think
Man
it's
part.
boring.
I got to see the Macho Man.
I'll watch it later on the internet.
There's definitely skippable parts, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tune in. Should we get into the big show?
A big show.
Not the-
WrestleMania.
Not the wrestler, but the WrestleMania, or do you want to
We
talk
need
Raw
we need to
first?
get into this past week's Monday Night Raw.
AKA a commercial for WrestleMania?
What from Raw got you excited about WrestleMania?
I don't know. I forgot. I just don't know.
Exactly.
The one thing I don't think any of the stuff that happened on Raw made me want to see
Yeah.
WrestleMania
I didn't-
any more than I already did. But the ladder match, that was the one thing that it was like, yeah, it just, I think it reinforces my belief that could be the match of the night.
I didn't like the Raw. It
Well-
wasn't a good setup.
Yeah.
The ending was horrible. The tug of war with the tag or with the title
Yeah.
belt between
Yeah,
Brock.
That was horrible.
It's just like it almost leaves you speechless. Like, why would Brock Lesnar even do something that silly?
He didn't need to.
He could easily, rip that title away
Yeah.
from Roman Reigns.
That-
F5 him.
That was the worst part. I was very distracted the whole show, though, because Paul Stanley of KISS was right sitting behind the announcers, and every time they cut to him, he's sitting there looking very stoic and
I
distracting.
didn't notice that.
Oh, yeah. Go back and check it out. He's right over their shoulder. It's him and his son wearing his John Cena stuff, and then his wife. I was excited to see Bill Simmons from ESPN come out and call, they said a match or two, but it ended up only being a match, so I don't know. I'm a Simmons guy. I like Simmons.
What about the build-up for the Orton-Rollins match, where Orton basically just took out J&J Security? They didn't have any contact with Seth Rollins.
Nope.
It was a quick, easy match.
Rollins kept going away.
Yep.
He's not going to win anything if he keeps doing that.
I liked the whole swerve that the Authority pulled against Randy Orton. Like, everyone was quitting. I fell for it. I'm going to admit, I fell for it. I thought he was really going to go back on his own, but no. We get Big Show and Kane.
Yeah. I wonder if they have any more of a meltdown at the Mania.
Yeah, I think Big Show and Kane eventually need to face each other.
Yeah.
Because their feud is quite obvious at this
Yeah.
stage.
Do you? Yeah, I bet you
They're
they
getting
do.
in some fights.
I think. Do you think Orton is getting the biggest crowd pop of anybody right now?
I think so. I think he's a good character right now. I'm not a fan of the baby face, but most people are.
Yeah.
I like the evil Randy Orton, the Viper.
The crowd's kind of turned on Reigns, so I don't think he's getting it. Cena's always sort of split, so, and then you've got that kind of the muddle with the Intercontinental title where you've got Bryan, who used to be probably the biggest crowd favorite, kind of muddled in with everybody else. So it does seem like Orton is the number one crowd favorite.
Yeah.
We have another build-up between Bray Wyatt and Undertaker without the Undertaker.
Yeah.
What are they fighting for?
The face of fear.
The face of fear, that's right. Are you scared?
No.
I'm not scared either.
I was frightened when the rocking chair started on fire the week before.
Yes, that is extremely frightening.
Yep.
It was a cool effect with the lightning in the stadium and stuff.
Definitely. Let's get into WrestleMania.
We're going to break down the card.
Let's get into it.
Do you want to start with the pre-show?
Let's go right into the pre-show.
Well, the first match that was announced for the pre-show is the tag team title four-way. We've got the New Day. We don't know which two.
Day.
It looks like it on
New
the card.
Day.
It looked like it was Biggie and Kofi.
Kofi
Biggie
and
and Kofi?
Big E. Langston.
Are we pretty sure about that?
They
I'm
cut
pretty
off
sure
the
because that's
Langston.
what they show.
Okay.
Los Matadores.
Mm-hmm.
With El Torito. Will he be ringside?
Oh, yeah. He has to be. Usos.
When I say ooh, y'all say oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oos.
Oh.
And then
You know I gotta do it. This is part of the show.
All right.
All right. The Usos. Here we go. Abu shabu, abu shabu, abu ba poo cha poo pa poo. When I say oh, y'all say oh,
Oos.
oh,
Oos.
oh. There we go. That's part of the show each and every month here on the Wrestlinks Review.
All right, so it's those
Get an
three
Uso.
going against the tag title holders, Cesaro and Kid.
Tyson Kidd and Cesaro, who we've been arguing for weeks that they are named the masters of the WWE Universe.
And what's the final word? Have we ever decided? They're not, are they?
They are not.
All right.
They are not even called the Brass Ring Club.
They should be called something.
They're called Tyson Kidd
They're called
and Cesaro.
otherwise Cesaro and Kid.
Okay, what is your prediction? Stink. Who's going to win this match?
Uso. That's me. Little Dynamite.
Stink is a tag team title holder, and we will post the proof.
Stink, who wins the
Who's
the
gonna
fatal
win?
four-way? This could.
All right, go ahead, Little Dynamite.
Usos.
He would
Usos.
Big. He's big in the Uso camp.
Mike.
I want to see the Matadors win. I've been talking about the Matadors for a long time. I'd love to see them hold the belts, and I think they're getting positioned to have the belts at some point.
Excuse me, white man, but it's Los Matadores.
That's correct. I'm not much of a Spanish speaker, but I don't think they win it this time. I think Cesaro and Kid walk away with the belts.
You're keeping it on them. I don't like them with the belts. I'm going to go with Usos.
Wow.
The only good guys that are going to win at WrestleMania.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll go Usos too.
Wow.
Wow.
No love for the Matadors, huh? Or the New Day, even.
Well, they're like just like
Especially if they do their entrance.
Who's got a better entrance, the Usos or the New Day?
New Day.
They're both
New Day.
equally horrible.
I'd like to see the New Day win it, too, just so we can have the Freebird rule, so you can see any two of the three defend.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right, so those are our picks for the tag title and the pre-show. The other match that recently was moved to the pre-show, and I'm a little confused as to why, is the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Second annual.
I'm really happy that they're going to start doing that. You see they got the trophy all set up so they can put the winner's name on it every year.
The following competitors will step into the ring.
Let me do it.
You got the list?
The Miz, Curtis Axel, Ryback, Fandango, Adam Rose, Zack Ryder, Jack Swagger, Titus O'Neil, Darren Young, Big Show, Kane, Eric Rowan, Damian Mizdow, Sin Cara, Goldust, Heath Slater, Mark Henry, Connor, Victor, and
The Ascension.
Is that everybody?
one more guy
Hideo Itami
from
from NXT.
Yep.
All right. So that's a lot of... How many guys is it? Do we know? Is it 20 men? 30 men? I wasn't counting. We're not sure. What... there's obviously a lot of
It's a
people in
20
there.
men.
Okay,
This
so
is a
20 men.
20-man battle royal.
And I'd say 16 or so of those people have no chance of winning the match.
Yeah.
Interesting in here, do we see Shawn Kane, blow up? Do they work together at some point? My short list of people that have a chance to win, let me give mine last. Who do you guys think can win?
What is your pick? Stink. Who is your pick?
Out of all...
Battle royal. All right, never mind. Little Dynamite, what's your pick?
Ryback. Oh,
Ryback. That's a good pick.
Make him go last for the picks. He takes so long to decide.
Okay, so we've got one pick for Ryback.
More.
Hey, Ryback's got to be the favorite, right? I also think we've got Mizdow with a potential showdown in this match. The only other person I think Miz could win. I also think Rowan has a long shot, but I am also going to go with Ryback.
Feed me more. Feed me more.
Stink, are you going to be wearing your Ryback shirt tomorrow for this?
Maybe.
What about Heath Slater, the one-man band? What about Goldust?
No.
Here's my biggest concern about this match. You don't get to see the entrances from all these
Yeah.
superstars.
I think they do show the entrances, though.
For some people,
I guarantee you they will cut them off
They
in
do-
a second.
they show.
They will mix them together. They will cut people off. Or they might even just bring them all in the ring and then start the match.
I bet you the big
I want entrances. At WrestleMania, I want to see your entrance.
I think you will. I think that's why they moved it to the pre-show, so they have more time for entrances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goldust has a cool entrance. The Ascension has a cool entrance. You want to see the Miz's entrance. You want to see We the People.
I will bet you that you will see all of that.
You want to hear, well,
You'll get it all.
it's the big show.
This isn't just some pay-per-view. This is WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You will get all of that. Who's your pick, though?
Yeah.
Who's my pick to win? I'm going to tell you what, buddy. Somebody going to get their ass whipped.
Nice.
Mark Henry.
Okay.
Somebody going to get their butt whipped. That's right. That's my pick. That's my prediction. Mark Henry, the world's strongest man. Beat that.
I don't see it. Stink, do you have an idea yet?
Yeah.
Who's your pick?
Miss Dow.
Mizdow. Okay, that's a good pick. All right, so you heard it here first. That's what we're going with for the Andre the Giant, second annual Memorial Battle Royal. Now, let's move into the main card. And I don't necessarily have these in order because I don't know how the show is slotted to go yet. But the first one I have written down is the Viper, Randy Orton, versus Mr. Money in the Bank, Seth Rollins.
That might be good to have that match early. That leaves time for Rollins to cash in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be a stellar matchup between the Viper and the Future.
You mentioned the cash in. Let's do a side tiebreaker prediction here. Everybody decide. Do you think Rollins cashes in by the end of WrestleMania? Yes or no?
No.
So we
No.
got 1 no, 2 no's.
I think yes, but he doesn't win it.
Okay. I am going to say, I'm going to say no. No, I'm going to say yes. I think he does. All right. So then the match. What do you think happens? J&J Security are going to be there, right?
Yep.
Yep.
They get RKO'd.
I think they're going to get one of those double DDTs off the ropes again, and then maybe. Have we ever seen a double RKO?
It is possible.
It is, but I mean we've never seen it, have we? Maybe is
No.
that our first time we ever see the double RKO?
Yep.
I am going to predict Seth Rollins to win.
With interference.
He is the future of the WWE. He has been on the show every single week. All right? He was the star at the Royal Rumble,
Yeah.
put on an excellent show.
Yep.
The Viper Randy Orton's going to put him over.
Do you think there's any chance that Orton doesn't even get his hands on him?
Put me down for Seth Rollins.
I got you down for that.
It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a brawl, but someone's going to interfere.
Yeah.
He could hit him with the briefcase. Put me down for Rollins.
I don't think Rollins wins clean if he wins.
Who you got, Stink?
The Viper.
Who you got,
Oh.
Dynamite?
Viper.
2 Viper votes. Mike the Hammer is the tiebreaker.
I'm also going Rollins. I think Rollins wins that match.
Rollins versus...
Wait, no.
Orton.
I'm going Rollins.
Oh, you wanted to change your
Switch
mind
it
there,
back,
huh?
okay.
Listen to the experts.
All right.
There you have it, folks.
Yeah, that could be a good match. I'm looking forward to that one.
Next up,
The next one I have on the paper, Paige and AJ versus the Bellas.
that's right. Lots of fine-looking females in the squared circle.
Must not be a title match, huh?
We have the current wife of CM Punk, former champion, AJ Lee,
Mm-hmm.
with her partner, Paige, the girl from Britain. And we have the women's champion, John Cena's girlfriend, Nikki Bella, and her sister, Daniel Bryan's girlfriend,
Wife.
Brie. The Bellas versus the Hoochies.
All right.
Jeez.
What's your prediction?
Stink, who do you have?
I'll go the Bellas.
Okay.
Hoochies.
Hoochies.
Who is that? The Bellas?
No.
I predict the Bella twins to win.
Who did Stink pick? I don't know who the Hoochies are. Is that Paige and AJ?
Paige
Yeah.
and AJ.
Yeah, they're the Hoochies.
All right. And then I don't care, but I'm going to, I guess I'll go with the Bellas too.
That would be a good name for them, the Hoochies.
Hoochies. All right.
The Hoochies.
I think that
In short, they'll have some sort of match at WrestleMania. The restrooms will be full.
yeah, there'll be a lot of popcorn.
Make
consumed.
plans.
Looking at the card, I think that's got to go really early. I know they traditionally like to do the Divas towards the end of the card, but I just don't think there's room with the rest of this card we have.
I don't know.
And
That's tough. I don't know when they've gotten a lot of TV time the last couple weeks. So
Yeah. Well, and then again, I don't know what order these are going to go in, but I would assume you got to have the U.S. title kind of early in the night. One of the titles has to go early because we know that the heavyweight title's going last. So
And it's interesting to note that they will actually be in sunlight. It'll be light for most of WrestleMania.
Well, and that's the thing is, what do you do for Bray and Taker? That should be a dark entrance, but so should Sting and Triple H, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
So how do you? I mean, you can't have them all go last. So I think those two matches will be the last two before the heavyweight. So then that leaves us the two title matches to go sometime before that. And why don't we do the U.S. title first? Cena versus Rusev.
Rusev crush.
Rusev, and I'm assuming Lana's back in his corner.
Lana is here with us today in studio. She's going to give us a brief announcement about Russia.
Vladimir Putin.
I don't think she's.
Oh, that was terrible. Come on.
Come on.
He's not going to do it. All right.
Well, then at least do your bully for us.
I think this could be the last time he is ever on the show.
I think
Yes.
that's it.
All right.
All right.
So let's say Cena Rusev for the United States title. Rusev has still never lost, right?
Let's look back at the last 2 weeks, okay? We had John Cena put him in the what's his move there?
STF.
The STF.
Yeah. Just, yeah.
Right.
To force his way into a match at Mania.
He forced his way into the match, knocking out Rusev. And then on the flip side, the following week, Rusev crushed Cena on the announce table, made him pass out.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see.
Tonight, you want to see Cena
Put
pass
me
out?
down for Rusev.
All right, we got one for Rusev. Stink, which guy do you want to pick?
Shut up. I think that's Rusev.
All right, so Stink's going Rusev.
We need to have Lana at ringside, not that doofus who was on Raw 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That doofus.
His accent was so fake.
It was more Texas than
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russia. All right,
They
Dynamite, who are you
they-
taking?
Cena. They picked that guy off the street in Texas.
Mike the Hammer, who's your
Boy.
pick for the United States Championship?
I think that boy, I really don't know. I don't see Rusev losing. I don't see him getting pinned. I don't see him submitting in the match. I think they want to get Cena with the title going forward, but I don't know that it serves the best purpose by having Rusev lose here. So I think I'm going to stick with Rusev.
Yes, I pick Rusev. Just imagine the Russian flag dropping at WrestleMania with John Cena laid out
Yeah.
in the middle of the ring. Dun, 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 dun.
The only thing that makes
Sounds
me
like-
think it's going to be Cena is I think they need somebody now that we know Lesnar signed and is going to be around and probably not at a lot of events. They need titles to be defended, and I think Cena would do that. But what do you save Rusev for? I'd like to see him go against Brock at some point. I think that could be a good match, but I don't know. I just don't know what the end game is with him. So,
Very interesting.
all right,
My client Rusev would like to read from his prepared statements.
you want to talk IC title ladder match?
Intercontinental Championship. The current champion is Bad News Barrett. Let's hear it, Mike.
He stole his gimmick from Bad News Brown.
Let's hear the Bad News Barrett.
Oh, do I do that?
Yes. Ready?
I don't know if I have that, but I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. So he actually has the belt. The last time I think we
He
saw
has the title. They're going to hang it up high above the ring.
this has the potential to be the match of the night, don't you think?
We have former champion, world champion, Daniel Bryan. We have the unpredictable, searching for the stars, Stardust. We have the pretty boy who calls himself the heel, but he's not really a heel. What's his name?
Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler. We have a former member of the Wyatt family, no longer associated for reasons unknown,
And
Luke Harper,
Former IC champ.
former Intercontinental champ. We also have the Lunatic Fringe, Dean Ambrose.
There's my pick.
Is it just me, or are Harper and Ambrose destined to be in a tag team because they dress exactly the same?
I was going to bring up that same point. They have the same ring gear.
Yeah.
I mean, just put them together as a team, okay? They look good together. Just do it.
They're very bushwhacker-like in that.
We've got one more contestant in this matchup, and that's our boy.
Our boy.
We're behind him 100%.
Y'all know what time it is.
That's right.
Let's
It's
crank
our
it up.
truth.
Let's crank it up.
WrestleMania.
What's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up?
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 You can get with
Yes.
this, or you can get with that.
You better get
With this, go. Where's that?
What's up?
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 I just keep it jumping. Keep it going with this.
And there you have it. That's my pick for the match. Our Truth.
You're really
Pick two.
you're going our truth.
Our
huh?
Truth to win.
As much as I love him, I do not think he walks out with the title.
Yeah.
They say he's afraid of heights,
Yep.
but he's had the belt every week in his hands.
Yeah, and he looks good with it.
What if the belt happens to fall down into his hands?
Has that ever happened?
I don't know. Could happen at WrestleMania.
That would be interesting. Everybody else is
Yeah.
on the ladder and it comes loose and he's standing on the ground and catches it. That would be incredible.
The Wrestlinks
Yeah.
review pulls a lot of weight. And I guarantee you Vince McMahon's listening.
Should we blow our own horns again and run through all the different things that we've called in the last 6
Yeah.
months?
Yeah, let's go ahead and
yeah.
do that. We've put over our Truth. Now he's in a superstar. He's in WrestleMania for the IC Championship.
Yep.
We predicted the WrestleMania 33 coming to Minneapolis.
That's
Still speculation,
I bet you it's gonna
but
happen.
we are in the bidding war.
Yep. I think we were on Cesaro and Kid as tag team title champs. We talked about the Matadors getting into the tag team title picture.
That's right.
I'm sure there were plenty of other things that we called well before our time, but those are the highlights. All right, so you're down for our truth.
Put me down for our Truth. Who do you got? Stink.
R.
Wow, 2 for the truth.
Little Dynamite.
The Lunatic Fringe. Dean Ambrose.
Ooh,
Wow.
good pick.
Boy, this is a tough pick, but I think Daniel Bryan has not yet held that title, and I think the fans really want to see him with the belt. I'm going Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan.
I think the only person
Daniel Bryan.
I don't see Stardust winning it. I don't see Harper winning it.
Stardust will be searching for the cosmic key, and I would like to see Goldust come out there and just attack him,
Yeah, that's what I was
pull
wondering.
him out of the match.
I think something else happens with him. I think he's in there for a couple high spots because he's a high flyer, but I think something happens and he's not there at the end. Because the thing with him and Goldust isn't done.
My second pick has got to be Bad News Barrett with the bullhammer.
Yeah.
He's the current champ.
Yep. They
He
put
deserves
the
the
belt.
belt. I like having him with the title.
I'd like to see Harper get another run at some point too.
Yeah.
All right, you want to go to the next match?
There we go.
I don't know which one to go next, but let's just do Bray and the Taker.
Yeah. Let's do Bray and Taker, the Face of Fear match.
Let's go, Taker.
We've heard not a word from the Taker.
Nobody's seen him since the last WrestleMania.
What if he came back as
The
the
biker.
American Badass?
And he's not the Undertaker. He's that character.
That would be awesome. Think about it. He lost last year to Brock. The streak is over. It totally opens up. It brings back the American Badass.
Yeah. I never saw any of that, but I mean, I've definitely seen highlights of it now.
If Bray Wyatt the bad guy or is Undertaker the bad guy?
Oh,
Bray Wyatt.
yeah.
He's trying to be the face of fear. He's trying to be the scary guy. Why not bring back Undertaker as the biker come out on the motorcycle. It's at WrestleMania.
It's in the daylight.
Are you writing this down, McMahon?
I think so.
Are you writing this down, Hunter Hearst Helmsley?
I think
Take notes from this show.
Yeah.
You can find us at Wrestlinks.com.
the one thing I think that makes me feel like that's not going to happen is that in the build-up, when Wyatt's out there cutting promos, the picture they show up on the screen is Undertaker as Undertaker.
I know. I'm just living a fantasy here, but my angle would be much more interesting.
What do you think they do though here? Is it do they start another streak? Do they have him add to his record of victories at WrestleMania?
Yeah, we talked about this during the last episode where I suggested a casket burial match, which I don't know why they're not doing.
Yeah.
But that would, put the seal on the Undertaker if he loses.
Mm-hmm. I think they're saving him. I think he's going to wrestle again next year. I'm going to go Bray here, though. I think Bray is going to win this one because I don't think the Taker has a whole lot to gain by winning.
Yeah, that's tough. Put me down for the Dead Man.
Okay.
The Dead Man Inc.
All right.
American Badass.
You got him.
I'm going Dead Man too.
All right, Stinker.
Dead man.
3 Dead Mans versus a Wyatt.
All right, we've been doing that a lot tonight, where it's 3-1. So somebody's going to come out ahead. All right, you want to get to what I think is going to be the second or third to last match: Sting versus Triple H.
Sting, the icon, the WCW legend,
You think there's any chance they start with this match?
the vigilante. He will make his long-awaited in-ring debut at WrestleMania 31 against the WWE COO Triple H.
Any chance that this starts the card?
No.
No.
Okay.
No.
As I said earlier tonight, Triple H has planned a Terminator-themed entrance. He always has the grandest entrance. I love him. This is one that I want to see. I want to see lights out. I want to see robots coming out. I want to see guns fired. I want pyro. I want everything for Triple H. We're not going to see Triple H in these matches very longer. So we need to appreciate it right now. This might be Sting's last match. That's the rumor on the dirt sheets.
That this would be it. Does he go out on top then, or does he take the Undertaker road and go out on
Exactly. These 2 matches that we're talking about right now are very important. They could build off of each other.
The weird thing about this, though, is that Triple H doesn't need the push. But, I mean, there's no reason for Undertaker or for Sting to go and do a job for him.
No. But
And wouldn't he rather lose to somebody else as his final match than Triple H?
Right. So, and think about Triple H has lost against Brock Lesnar. He's lost against Undertaker. Mm-hmm. He's lost against Shawn Michaels.
He's lost more than he's won at WrestleMania.
Exactly. Is this the year that Triple H wins at WrestleMania?
I'm going to say no. I'm going Sting.
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 Put me down for the game.
Wow, okay.
I'm going with the COO.
1 sledgehammer versus 3 bats.
Where do you think Stephanie gets involved?
Yes. And going back on the entrances, I want to see the full dramatic entrance from Sting. I want this freaking entrance to be 20 minutes long. We've been waiting for Sting for how many years? For 14 years. WCW has not existed.
And this is an outdoor stadium, right?
Yes.
So he can't descend from the rafters.
I would say no, they're never going to be descending anyone from the rafters.
Because of Owen. That's too bad.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see. I'm looking forward to that one. The last match of the night, the heavyweight title. Reigns versus the defending, reigning,
Roman,
undisputed heavyweight champion?
The Beast.
Brock Lesnar.
All right. Let me put it to you like this, guys. So we have Roman Reigns who says, I can. I will.
Believe.
Believe that.
Isn't that gimmick infringement? He stole that believe from Believe.
Exactly. The guy can't even come up with his own lines. And if you look at the last Raw, he tried to sound like The Rock when he did it. He's like, believe. And he's like, oh, no. That. It was awful. And then you have Brock Lesnar. I was put on this earth to destroy people.
I love that.
Put me down for Brock Lesnar,
Yeah,
the champion.
I'm joining you there.
Yeah.
I was concerned that he wasn't going to sign, and that was a bad sign that he might have to give up the title. But now that he's signed on, I'm got to go 100% with the Beast incarnate.
I want to see a 2 to 3 year title run like Hogan style.
Yes. Lots more Brock Lesnar. I want to see him flip-flop Roman Reigns around. He flip-flopped John Cena around. He beat The Undertaker. How am I supposed to believe that he can and he will beat Brock?
So, is there any chance Reigns does? I wonder if it's a disqualification. Could you see a scenario where J&J, Kane, Big Show, whoever comes down and does something, and gets interferes with the match and attacks Brock, disqualifying Roman Reigns, setting up Seth Rollins to cash in?
Will Seth Rollins cash in? I say no. I say he will not be in the main event.
You and Stink said no, and Dynamite and I said yes.
I think he will be kept out of this match.
The more I think about it, I'm thinking, he probably doesn't cash at the end of this, and then it comes some other time. But you just don't have very many opportunities to cash if Brock isn't at Raw all the time, especially if he's not wrestling.
That's great.
But, yeah, I'm looking forward to the reign of Brock Lesnar, not Roman Reigns.
So let's recap. How many good guys are going to win? How many bad guys? We've got the Usos. They're going to win.
Yeah, the majority
guys.
thinks that they'll win. The majority thinks Ryback's going to win. I'd say he's a good guy.
Yep.
Majority said Rollins. Majority said the Bellas.
The Bellas are the bad guys. The bad gals. The bad divas.
I think we all kind of went good guy for the IC title, but not all the same. We had 2 for R-Truth, 1 for Ambrose, and 1 for Bryan. I'd say they're all good guys.
Good picks from everyone.
Title match, the United States title was a 3-1 Rusev. I don't know. I think we think Taker's more on the face side, right? So that's 3 for Taker.
3 for the dead man.
3 for Sting. I think he's a good guy. I think Lesnar's a good guy at this time.
So the good guys are going to win the majority of WrestleManias, and you know what that means. It's going to be a good WrestleMania.
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll be back in 1 month, 4 weeks, 30 days to cover Extreme Rules.
Okay, first let me predict.
Go.
Lesnar. I want to see Reigns win, but he has no chance.
We've already done that.
I didn't.
Were you sleeping? Yeah, everybody said Lesnar.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bo
Nothing.
Dallas.
All you gotta do is believe.
All right, check us out at Wrestlinks.com. The show is available on iTunes, on YouTube, and our podcast is available every month. Check us out at the Wrestlinks Review. We'll be back next month for Extreme Rules.
Don't forget our Pinterest page.
It's WrestleMania!